Rehan, Siddiqi and Krystal Entertainment along with Zee TV presented Atif Aslam live in concert at the Dubai World Trade Center last week. Atif, who has an ever-growing fan base here in the UAE, treated his fans to some of his best hits and had an exclusive chat with us. Watch the experts from our conversation with him up next. Atif, thank you so much for joining us on Zee Connect. It's such a pleasure to have you on our show.
Thank you for having me.
So आतिफ, आपकी जर्नी में थोड़ा सा पहले चले जाते हैं. बहुत सारे फैंस आपकी जर्नी के बारे में तो जानते हैं, बट बहुत सारे लोग ये नहीं जानते that you had an interest in cricket. You wanted to pursue cricket very seriously, but then you moved on to music instead. How did that happen?
I think it was a blessing in disguise. So I think I was selected for the under-9 cricket team, and then somehow or the other, my parents wanted me to focus on the studies, and I couldn't pursue it. And whatever happened for a great reason. I'm very content and happy for that matter.
So you had recently posted on your Insta that Jal Pari completed 16 years.
Yeah, that's right.
More than a decade now, but even when we listen to it now, it feels so fresh, so new. How do you feel about it?
I think it was purely from the heart, and it's my gut, and whatever comes from there, I think it feels fresh every now and then. I love that music. I'm not sure whether there's this term called something which is relevant or not, but even today in this age, all my fans, who've been Jal Pari fans, they're still there and they still miss that sort of music as well, and they still show up at the gigs and they would ask me questions like, oh, that song called Sun Jata Hai Zeeb, they were great songs, and which is a great reminder for me to sort of never stop.
So then how do you feel when people ask you to sing those songs again and again, when there is so much new music available?
I feel blessed, and when you see a lot of people, a lot of musicians and newcomers and beginners, they're covering your songs from Jal Pari, it feels beautiful. It feels as if I've lived my life and I've passed it on to people, and which is what we're here for.
So nowadays there are so many songs that are remixed. You have also done cover versions, but what are your thoughts when you pick these iconic songs like Lambi Judai and make cover versions of those? When you take up such projects, what are you thinking?
Purely, it has nothing to do with the fame. I think it's to give the tribute to the beautiful artists who have sung it. For that matter, I think I've done something which was not released commercially on YouTube or something, but I think I paid tribute to Lataji, and it went viral. It was just from the heart, and whatever is from the heart, as I said, goes places.
Atif, you have a huge fan following. In fact, you have an ever-growing fan base, and people from all corners of the world love you. What keeps you so grounded, so focused, and so fresh still?
My fans, my wife, my kids. Every now and then when you meet your fans, they tell you how beautifully they have lived their life, and my music has been a very vital part in their life. So that makes my day. Nothing like it.
So Atif, you have lent your voice to many Sufi songs like Tajdar-e-Haram, Wohi Khuda Hai. Do you feel you connect more with Sufi music, and it is actually one of the most soulful and most soothing music genres?
It's my way of connecting with God. It's my way of unwinding or something like that. And in today's age, when you have a lot of material around and you get attracted to all of that, I think that's my way of getting disconnected.
So Atif, you performed at the Expo in November, and then you came down again in Feb, and now again you have your US and Canada shows lined up as well. We've seen it on your Insta.
Yeah, that's right.
After the pandemic, coming back doing these shows must really feel great.
Yeah.
How is it performing for your Adis again?
Well, when pandemic happened, I thought it's going to just stay for about 6-7 months and it'll be over. But no, it was there for about a good 2.5 years. And it was, I'm sure it was terrible for a lot of other people. But it was a blessing in disguise for me because I had never had a chance to get a break from the past 17 years. And when I got it, I realized, okay, there is life more than that, other than music, family, or you got to explore other things as well. So when I found out, when I just rediscovered myself, I was like, okay, I'm getting a little bored and I want to try out something different. Which is why I got into the script, and you know, I was offered this play that I did, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I loved it, and in that process, I think I'd really, you know, sort of figure out how to unlearn Atif Aslam and how to become a new person.
Yeah.
And that really made me help do a lot of other things as well. And yes, I'm all set. I'm all ready to connect with my Adis, and this is the first show. This is just the beginning.
Atif, we wish you all the very best for your shows. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
But Atif, we cannot let you go before you sing a few lines of any of your favorite songs for us.
The Lords. हाँ सीखा मैंने जीना जीना कैसे जीना हाँ सीखा मैंने जीना मेरे हमदम ना सीखा कभी जीना जीना कैसे जीना ना सीखा जीना तेरे बिना हमदम.
Thank you so much, Atif, for joining us today. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.